traveling together for holiday.
Jayden Artie, his parents, and two sisters were on board Air Asia Flight 8501. His sister Michelle sent this picture of the wing of the plane to a friend via Snapchat. The caption, "Bye Sarabaya." And this picture of her sister Marianne inside the plane. Her school principal says the family was headed to Singapore to celebrate the New Year.
It's hard to believe that it really happened to my students. We are still finding hope in God.
Choi Chi-man traveled to Singapore with his 2-year-old daughter Zoe. The British energy executive is described on LinkedIn as an excellent team leader and strategic planner. Pilot Captain Irianto was a former Indonesian Air Force F-16 pilot and a family man. His daughter saying in a tweet, quote, "Dad, please come home. I still need you. Please return, Dad. Dad, come home, Dad. You have to come home." His wife still in disbelief.
I would like to know where my husband is. I wish my husband was found immediately. I hope as his wife, he'll be back well and alive. The children still need a father. I still also need a guidance from a husband.
Hope begins to fade as the families of 162 people come to terms with the grim reality. Only a miracle could save their loved ones.
Rosa Flores, thank you. Coming up in the next half hour, we do have more coverage, and we're going to take a look at the evidence that searchers have found so far and what it may tell us about exactly what brought down the plane. In other news today, the numbers make it look like New York police officers have basically stopped arresting or ticketing people. The New York Post reports anyway that ever since 2 officers were targeted and killed December 20th. The arrests and tickets have gone down. Well, the arrests have gone down at least 66%, and traffic and parking tickets are down 92%. So why? Well, anonymous sources tell the Post that officers are concerned for their safety and feel betrayed by the city's mayor. Crews are trying to rescue as many as 140 people stuck in their cars in snow and ice in California. So the 50 cars are stuck in San Bernardino County. More than a foot of snow has come down there, and apparently the drivers are having a tough time negotiating those steep roads, tight turns. Fire crews are using 3 snowcats to rescue the stranded people. What is a snowcat?
It's one of those big tractor looking things. Big tractor.
Yeah. Okay. It is 36 minutes past the hour. Okay. You know, what a horrible story here. A woman's 2-year-old son reached into her purse, say authorities, as she was shopping at a Walmart in Idaho and pulled out her gun. Well, the woman died after the gun went off. Police say the little boy was in the shopping cart as his mom shopped with her 3 other kids. They say the mom did have a concealed weapons permit.
If you do have a concealed weapon, you need to be able to protect it. And, instances like this, I'm a big proponent of a concealed weapon for your own safety. However, you have to be responsible. And unfortunately, in this case, that just wasn't, I guess, all the precautionary measures weren't taken to ensure the safety of that weapon.
How sad. The family was visiting their other family members for the holidays. A sanitation worker found $50 gift card in a trash can and was able to find the people who accidentally tossed it. Jimmy James was on his route in Denver and had his coworker call the store to see if this gift card had money on it. It did. At the end of his shift, he went back to the house where that trash was picked up.
It was kind of a shocker to me for sure. I called my wife and told her, I was like, "You're never going to believe what this guy, he just returned this card," and, of all things, that's, it's not a lot of money. It's just basically a simple principle that somebody would take their time out to do something like that. It's pretty cool.
So the family then gave him back $75 for his hard work. That's so cool. Tampa police are looking for 3 suspects who robbed a jewelry store with a sledgehammer. Police say they went to the Rolex display inside the mall with a hammer. Shoppers say the noise sounded like firecrackers or something. The mall was evacuated as a safety precaution. Nobody was injured. So that happened as people were there and shopping? Holy moly. Health news, researchers are testing bats for Ebola, thinking they may have caused the current outbreak. Scientists in West Africa think that a 2-year-old boy in Guinea may have been the first case. They say he may have been infected after playing in a tree, basically in a hollowed out tree where bats were living. The boy died a year ago. More than 7,800 people have died of Ebola. A guy decided to whip out a cell phone and start recording some video as an avalanche was racing toward him. Here you go. He and his girlfriend were hiking near some ice caves in Washington State when they heard
It's like a huge cloud of dust coming down, and I turn around and I see Ashley's already...
I was gone.
Yeah, she's like maybe 30 feet running already.
Gone.
Nobody was injured. There were signs warning people that there's an avalanche danger. The couple admits they ignored the signs. I'm kind of laughing. She's like, bye.
Yeah, see ya.
And he took the time. Well, just let me turn it on. Wait, what's my security code in the phone?
Holy cow.
Yeah, wow. Good morning.
Hey, good morning. Me like she's laying tracks.
Yeah. So we're looking at the West Coast because that's where we could see some snow on New Year's Eve. Good morning.
This is something you would say, Hoover Dam. A lot of snow coming out right now. Lower parts of Nevada and Las Vegas. Look at it right here. It has some rain out around Arizona into northern Arizona where it turns into that snow, and you have some snow still outside of San Diego and the higher elevations there. Winter storm warnings all in pink. A watch out there for Albuquerque and northwestern parts of New Mexico. More snow on the way. Show you in the next 24 hours. Most of it falls lower parts of Utah into Arizona. Colorado also right around New Mexico. So yeah, about maybe 20 inches worth. Highest elevations around northern Arizona. But look at the wind chills also. The numbers on top of the advisories and the warnings. Feels like minus 26 in North Platte, Nebraska right now. Feels like minus 9 up in Chicago. Look at the freezing rain. It was out there this morning. Now it's actually dissipating a bit. Little light snow right around that Red River near Wichita Falls, but not a big deal anymore. That's the good news. High pressure dominates cold air mass, but we have the winds right over Lake Ontario, Lake Erie. Lake effect snow, especially north of Syracuse and right around Buffalo, too. Calling for a couple of feet of snow once again. Let me show you this picture real quickly. Nice shot from yesterday. Southie. This is South Boston from Eileen. She said the clouds look like they're dancing. I love that stuff.
Beautiful.
I'm at Bob Van Dillen on the Twitter, and next half hour, Rob and I have a forecast for the big cities for midnight tonight. So there you go, New Year's Eve forecast.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
Upcoming.
I'm forecasting the weather, not how how many lampshades will be on heads. I'm talking about the weather.
Oh no! I'm going to read this exactly as it's written. A guy bought in Cincinnati. He was bought in Cincinnati.
Oh no!
Thought he could make a few bucks by selling a bunch of tickets to the movie The Interview, but he was very wrong.
Is it midnight already today?
I don't know. Hey, you guys got the champagne back there. Stop it.
I'm telling you.
And then a lot of people will apparently be spending their New Year's Eve, sadly battling the flu.
It's not too late to get what you really wanted for the holidays. Now at the Men's Warehouse After Christmas sale, get select designer suits for $249.99. Plus, buy one, get one free on almost everything else in the store. Confidence suits you. Only at Men's Warehouse.
For thousands of years, New Year's has been Japan's most important holiday. Families pray for happiness by feasting on symbolic dishes called osechi. Passed down from generation to generation, this cuisine is typical of Japan. As a leading producer of traditional Japanese food, our business is to safeguard this tradition. We are Kibun.
Mary Jennings has never won a marathon, half marathon, 10K, or any other K. But Mary doesn't run to win. She just loves to run. Recently, she ran across helpful information and resources for her healthcare options at aarphealth.com. Now, she feels like nothing can stop her. Well, almost nothing. Discover real possibilities at aarphealth.com today. Then tomorrow, take on the world.
For a limited time, save $10 when you replace your home phone with Magic Jack Go. Every Magic Jack Go includes 12 months of free, unlimited local and long-distance calling to the U.S. and Canada. Do the math this holiday season.
Click or visit Walmart today.
We all want a stylish living room, but what if you don't have a team of designers? Or unlimited amounts of money? Or camera-ready lighting? Or even an industrial-size hair fan? Well, you can still have all the style and comfort you want with the surprisingly affordable Urban Attitudes collection from Lazy Boy. The dress stays.
The New Year's sale. 0% interest for 36 months.
Urban Attitudes from Lazy Boy. Live life comfortably.
What makes Gold Bond Ultimate so ultimate? It's packed with 7 moisturizers, 3 vitamins, and 100 years of science. Rich, yet absorbs.
When it's that shallow.
Right.
So
It's
yes, and in Air France 447, whatever went to the bottom stayed on the bottom.
Right.
In this situation, the only thing that's going to stay on the bottom in this area are the really heavy things, the engines, the landing gear, the hard, solid pieces of metal.
What do you make about the fact that in that recovery zone, we have found these 7 bodies? We have found a few pieces of the wreckage, things that would float from the interior of an airplane.
It's too early for me to say that that's conclusive in any way. However, what concerns me is the fact that there's not much debris here. All we see is the slide, the raft, the
Do you think that means a mostly intact plane on the bottom of the ocean?
I do believe that that's what it says, because the fact that it's there means that there was some kind of breach, but now we've got no debris. So
We've talked
all
about
there.
the depth. So the depth here in the water, about 100 feet
Right.
for 8501. It's fascinating when you layer on some of these other crashes that have made
Right.
news. Air France 447, we're going to show you that one, more than 12,000 feet. When you look at MH370, we think that could be up to almost 19 or 20,000 feet. In the case of this flight, just 100 feet, found it in 3 days. You look at how long it took, 2 years to fly into Air France 447, and an unknown amount of time to find MH370.
Well, and not only the depth of the water, but to think about how far away from supplies and how far away from the coast this is, that is really what helped as well in finding this aircraft so quickly. It's only 100 feet away from the coast.
All right, David Susi, thanks for walking us through 100 miles, yes, thank you. We're going to have much more on the crash of AirAsia Flight 8501 next. Plus, New York Mayor Bill de Blasio met with police union leaders in an effort to ease tensions after 2 officers were assassinated. Should police departments across the country be concerned about copycat attacks?
I typed my name, and Ancestry opened the door to the world's largest online collection of family history records. Discover your story today at Ancestry.com.
You know what my business philosophy is, Reynolds?
No, not exactly.
To attain success, I must project success. That's why we use FedEx One Rate.
They're flat rate shipping.
Exactly. It makes us look top-notch, but we know it's affordable. Honey, haven't I asked you to please
We
use the
don't have a reception entrance.
Ship a pack via FedEx Express Saver for as low as $7.50.
You better watch out, you better not cry, you better not pout, I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. He sees you when you're sleeping, he knows when you're awake. He knows if you've been bad or good, so be good for goodness sake.
Make your dreams come true this season with the Infinity Limited Engagement Winter Event. Right now, lease an Infinity Q50 for $329 a month. Visit your local Infinity retailer.
Hi, I'm Joan London, and if you're worried about your parent or a loved one living alone like I was, and you want reliable senior care information, then call A Place for Mom, the nation's largest senior living referral service. You'll get free information on assisted living, Alzheimer's care, nursing homes, even important financial information.
Finding an apartment that was on the courtyard with the view of the trees, the view of the ducks, the stream, the creek, all of that, that was what I needed.
Mom and Dad, we found this place. It's great. You can afford it. You're going to love it. Let's go look at it.
So if you're struggling to find reliable senior living information, call A Place for Mom. This is a free service, and you can trust them to help you.
If you're struggling to find reliable senior living information for your mom or dad, then call or go online to get all the free help you need. Call 800-360-3797. 800-360-3797.
This New Year's Eve, America's favorite duo is back.
No swearing, no stripping. Oh my Lord, no touching, no simulations.
Anything can happen. CNN New Year's Eve Live with Anderson Cooper and Kathy Griffin. Tonight starting at 9 Eastern.
2 yearly physicals down. Martha and Mildred are good to go. Here's your invoice, ladies. A few stops later and it looks like Big Ollie is on the mend. It might not seem that glamorous having an old pickup truck for an office or filling your days looking down the south end of a heifer, but I wouldn't have it any other way. Well, look at that. I had my best month ever and earned a shiny new office upgrade. I run on QuickBooks. That's how I own it.
The best entertainment combo. Get HBO and Cinemax for $20 a month for 6 months. Call 855-318-7810.
Life Itself, Sunday night at 9 on CNN.
Closed captioning brought to you by InventHelp. Call 1-888-909-4332.
People ask me all the time, George, what do I do with my idea for a new product? I tell them, call my friends at InventHelp.
Call for free information.
Gun-related deaths of police officers in the United States rose a staggering 56% this year. This is according to the National Law Enforcement Officers Memorial Fund. These frightening statistics underscore increased tensions between New York City Mayor Bill de Blasio and the city's police department. The mayor met Tuesday with police union leaders. They have been sharply critical of him since the assassination of 2 NYPD officers about 2 weeks ago. What can be done to heal this relationship? And should police and law enforcement around the country be on alert for such attacks?